Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, whenever you're watching this video. Today we're working on lesson number 53. This is going to begin our calculator tricks for our portion of this packet. So it says finding roots graphically, and we're on page 8. So take a look here. I just put up my answer key because I can write neater on paper than on these videos. So the first section, what is a root? Get a little highlighter going here. Not much changes in algebra, but they do have a lot of vocabulary for the same thing. It can be called a root. It could be called an x-intercept. It could be called, I left my stylus at home, sorry. Oh boy, that's a zero. It could be called a zero. Maybe I can use my finger. I'm all thrown off today. So root, x-intercept, zero, all means the same thing. And here's my little picture. So if you look at the x-intercept, you would say the root is x equals whatever that number is. So pause this video. I'd like you to write the steps down because these steps are going to be used a lot to find multiple choice answers. Now, it takes patience to get through this, okay? It's not necessarily math ability. It really is all about patience. So to figure out which problems have the same root or same x-intercept, you're going to type your problem into the Y1 on your calculator. Then you're going to look at the table and see where y equals 0, or I like this option better. Sometimes you have to look at the table, but here we're just going to look on the graph and see where, not look on the x-axis, see where the x-intercepts are. So, oops. So what I did, here's the answer. For exercise number 1, it says for which function defined by a polynomial are the zeros -4 and -6? So I'm going to put up some screenshots of what I did on the graphing calculator. First thing I did, I know zeros mean x-intercepts. So I put in number 1. I went to y equals x squared minus 10x minus 24. And let me show you what I've got. So here's what I did. Went to y1, x squared minus 10x minus 24, and then I just hit graph. If you look, there's our x-intercept. So the root would be x equals, it looks like -2. Well, we wanted -4, -6, so that's definitely not it. So then I tried number 2, which you can see I circled, x squared plus 10x plus 24. So I went back to y equals, and I typed x squared plus 10x plus 24. And then when I hit graph, you can see I got an x-intercept here, and whoops, right there. So x equals -4 is 1, and then the other x-intercept is -6. And that's actually what the question wanted. Okay, that's why I circled that one. Now, let me see. I may have done screen prints of the other ones just so you could see. So this is number 3, x squared plus 10x minus 24. There's just an x-intercept at 2. And then the last option, now this one's a little tricky. It has an x-intercept at 4 and 6. So it's the same numbers, just opposite signs. So that could be a spot where people might second guess themselves. So now exercise 2 says Keith determines the zeros, remember, x-intercepts or roots, to be -6 and 5. What could be Keith's function? Okay, so we are looking for an x-intercept at -6 and an x-intercept somewhere over here at 5. So again, I'm just going to go to y equals and type in each one of these options, and you can see number 3 is my answer. So let's take a look at what that says. Oh, I did not do those. Pause this video, try these, and make sure that you can get number 3. For the rest of this, actually the rest changes. Sorry. So try this on your graphing calculator. If you're doing this at home, you can use Desmos. But if you're doing this at home, I would suggest coming into school and using the graphing calculator so you can practice those pieces.